Quartal Harmony and Quartal Arpeggios are really useful tools if you want to have a more modern sound in your jazz solos. In this lesson I'm going to go over 5 examples of how you can apply them to a 2-5-1. I've already made a few lessons on Quartal Harmony, both as arpeggios and as chords. And if you want to check out some background information, then there's a link in the description to a playlist of those lessons that you can go check there. What I'm going to do in this lesson is pretty practical because I'm just going to show you 2 exercises. One is the diatonic stacks of fourths in the key of F major, and the other one is in the key of C sharp melodic minor, which is the same as C altered. And then I'm going to show you how you can use those to make some 2-5-1 licks in the key of F. Normally when we're constructing the diatonic arpeggios in a scale, we take the notes that are a third apart. So that means that in this case in the key of F, if I start on the G, then I would take the G and then a B flat and then a D. So 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 there. So we get this G minor triad. A stack of fourths is doing the same but not thirds but then fourths, so every fourth note. So we get this stack of fourths. If I take that through the scale and then play those as arpeggios on the middle string set, we get this exercise. So here we're just taking the middle string set and then playing the stacks of fourths in F, in this case from the E, and then moving up. If I play them as chords, it would be this. You probably want to practice them as both. And it can be easy just to take them, just to get an overview, to play them as chords first. If we do the same for C sharp melodic minor, we get this. So for the C sharp melodic minor, I think you need to be a little bit careful with some of them. This second one that I'm playing is a little bit strange, and also the fact that on the 7th degree of the scale, you actually get a dominant shell voicing as a quartal voicing, but for the rest it's quite playable. So now we have 2 sets of quartal arpeggios that we can put to use on some 2-5-1s in the key of F major. The first example sounds like this. So here I start off with just a G minor 7 arpeggio, then I use this quartal arpeggio, which I'm making in a small pattern. And then we get this altered line, which is sort of built around this B flat half diminished inversion. And then we're resolving to the 5th of F. The second example sounds like this. So I'm using this stack of fourths from the C on the G minor, and actually you might know that already as sort of a standard G minor 11 voicing. And then I'm just running down the scale from there. So, and then the line on the C7 altered is really based around the C sharp or D flat minor sound. So I start with this trill, and then we get this, which is just the minor triad. So C sharp minor triad up to the sharp 9 of the C7, and then resolving to the 5th of F. The third example sounds like this. So here I'm starting to use the stacks of fourths on the altered dominant. So the first thing is just the G minor line, so that's first a D minor 7 arpeggio, which then is sort of resolved, or which is used to just emphasize this B flat, and then we're running down the scale from the B flat down to the E on the C7, and here we're using the stack of fourths, and this is sort of a nice symmetrical movement because we have this and then we can just flip it around like this, and there we actually have a G flat or a F sharp triad. And then I'm just running down the scale from C to resolve to an A. So in this example, I have a G minor line that's sort of based around this G minor 7 arpeggio that's then wrapped in scale to some degree. So I start on the 5th, skip up to the root, and then running down the scale, down to the 3rd, and then down to the root. And then on the alto dominant, I'm first playing this stagger fourths, which you could look at as being C sharp sus triad. And then I'm playing this B flat diminished triad. And then for the sharp 9, flat 9, resolving to the 5th on the F. The last example sounds like this. So here I'm using really a lot of quartal arpeggios. So the first thing I do is just, we start on the 3rd from a G minor, so the B flat, running down to G, and from here I take the first arpeggio, so, and then I move that up a whole step to the next one, and then I can sort of repeat this movement, but I have to go down a half step, so I first take this one for the C7 altered, and then I move that up a whole step, and then from here I just encircle the 3rd of F. So this line sort of works well because it has these 3-note groupings in there really clearly, which sort of breaks it up rhythmically in a nice way. That was 5 examples of how I use quartal arpeggios in my playing. If you want to work on this, you can of course check out my lines, but you're probably going to get more from doing that and then spending more time on writing your own lines so that the quartal arpeggios become a natural part of what you already play and that you can fit it together with what you already do. At least that's how I work on things, that I take the concept away and then I try to work on it from there and then sort of incorporate it in my own playing. If this is the first time you see one of my lessons, then you can of course subscribe to my channel, and if you want to download a PDF of the licks and the exercises, then you can go to my website. In the article that's accompanying this lesson, there's a PDF download so that you can study it away from the video. If you have any questions or comments or ideas for topics for other lessons, then you can leave a comment on the video or you can connect with me on social media. I'm on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, Instagram, and it's always nice to hear what you guys want to hear lessons on, or if you have any questions that I can help out with. So feel free to comment and I try to get back to everybody. That's about it for this week. Thank you for watching and until next week.